So would you believe it? Right here in Leamington, there's a company that hosts one of the most significant online sites for music products in the world. Streams or offers for download over 160,000 classical and 70,000 jazz recordings, many in super high quality, much better than you get off a CD or a conventional streaming service. It's got an inventory of some 40,000 musical instruments, 850,000 sheet music titles, and will even press bespoke CDs for you for stuff that's no longer available. This is Presto Music, and I'm sat in their only physical store, which is on Regent Grove, with store manager Nichola Robey. Nichola, welcome to Life in Lem.
Hello and welcome to Presto Music, the one and only store, one and only.
Absolutely, one and only. So listen, this store is just a tip of the iceberg of what Presto does, but it's a really impressive shop front. Before we go any further, just give us a quick verbal tour of what goes on here.
Oh, so much goes on here. Once you even enter the store, we have a classroom for you, a practice room. We have some beautiful pianos by Kawai, Gava, Yamaha, including a baby grand if you want to see one of them. It's gorgeous. Then you walk through, we do string instruments, including a double bass, viola, violins. Very proud of our woodwind section as well, including gorgeous looking saxophones, clarinets, flutes, oboes, piccolos, you name it, we've got them. And then when you walk around, I could go on, can you tell? We've got guitars of your choice, electric, classical. We've got the accessories, amps, you name it. And the best thing of all, we have hi-fi in store now that includes your amps, record players, speakers. And that's only what we've got that you can see. But we also sell and buy pre-loved instruments. We do rental. If you go into the back, if you can have a pop through, we have a window showing off our repair services as well.
And I think that's one of the things that has amazed me, actually, getting to know Presto a bit more, is it's got a fantastic selection of instruments and, of course, sheet music and music books as well, but also you have these rooms. There's quite a big classroom, and you've got practice rooms, which I had no idea you had those facilities here.
Those facilities make such a difference to the community and also to the people walking through the door. Not everybody wants to try an instrument on show in front of others. They want to have some time to think about it, try them out. So we put them in a room. Claire, our woodwind specialist, Rowan, our guitar guy, they'll bring them in here. You can sit with your family, try them out, and we'll just let you go for it. Also, in one of the practice rooms, you can even try a hi-fi where Duncan comes in and shows you the quality. But we have pianos that you can use as well.
So if you've got a manky old piano and you think, you know what, maybe it's time I upgraded either an acoustic one or an electronic one, is it okay for people just to come in and talk to you and just come and play pianos here for a bit?
It certainly can. Duncan, our piano specialist, who has been doing this since he was 15 years old, to give you an idea, and wants to provide you with the right piano for you. If you feel that you want more time, you can even book online and get an appointment with one of our guys, and it just means that we're ready for you. We can have some things set out.
One of the things that fascinates me, you've got a fabulous selection of vinyl turntables and things here, and I'm from that generation where we were just so pleased to see the back of vinyl because it was crackly, banging, it was horrible, and beautiful CDs arrived. So for me, it's just extraordinary that vinyl is a thing. But you were telling me earlier that CDs are also becoming a thing again.
Oh, CDs, we sell a lot of CDs here. We can order CDs as well and music for you. But yes, we even sell CD players now. And it's that tactile, it's that feeling, it's that reward of coming in and purchasing and listening to all the music, not just skipping or asking for the same songs that you've heard on the radio. We've got a beautiful customer called Roxy who comes in every once in a while, and she buys physical music and she buys vinyl as well and CDs of certain particular operatic pieces of music, and it makes all the difference seeing people really chuffed with what they've got and going out of the store.
So Roxy, if you're listening, thank you very much for for being such a great customer here. So it's not just about selling instruments and musical things. You also, it's a little bit of a concert venue, isn't it? Here, you run recitals here.
We run recitals. Next week, we're actually very excited to have Roderick Williams is an sold out event on next Wednesday. If you're not sure who he is, he's a wonderful singer who was actually part of the King's coronation. So it gives you an idea of some of the artists that we come. And I'd like to just point out, you've got to book the tickets, but they're free. One of my first concerts that I came to see was Matilda Lloyd. Incredible. And she was at the King's coronation as well. Wow. Yeah.
The King could have had his coronation here, couldn't he, really? It would have been cheaper. And these, as Nichola says, these recitals, they tend to be evenings. They're free. They're ticketed with it. And I think you sometimes even throw in a glass of wine as well.
Always a glass of wine, even some crisps. You get also to meet the artist staffers many times, and they'll sign CDs as well, have a chat with you, and they're always happy to do that. We just had our jazz evening a couple of weeks ago, which was sold out and was performed by one and only Duncan from our piano specialist as well. And it was really exciting to see that. But yes, we do jazz as well.
I think it's lovely that you've got some people in the business that are obviously very experienced musicians themselves, and some people that are relatively not from a musical background. And yourself, Nichola, you're from a very strong retail background, but you're not necessarily a music specialist born and bred. For someone that maybe is new to music and looking at sport, I guess it must be quite nice to be able to talk to someone like you that is relatively novice at music yourself.
It's the most exciting part of my day, is coming in and speaking to customers that are learning something new, trying something new. I've got amazing people around me who are musical specialists. They're all musicians. They're passionate about what they do. And I've learnt so much while being here. What I bring is that enthusiasm with that customer to go through the journey with them. And it's just exciting to speak to the little girl who's getting her first clarinet with her parents, and Claire goes in the back and makes sure that she gets the best one for that grade 2. Or the lady that I spoke to a few weeks ago, she was determined to learn the piano before she turns 40. And again, she was coming in, she's excited about the sheet music that we sell. And yeah, I think what I bring is that it's for everybody. And as you said, I'm not from a musical background. When I was growing up, it wasn't really a thing that was kind of an option. It's such an exciting thing to see people learn something new or just enjoy the music that they can consume when they walk through the door. And I purposely make sure that I try and get involved in at least speaking to everybody that walks in and just make them feel welcome and realise that you don't have to feel intimidated walking past and think, oh, it's not for me. It's for everybody, and it's just taking a step to walk through the door. That's really what it's about. And you don't have to think, oh, today's the day, but you could just have a little wonder, rent an instrument from us, have a chat with Rowan, Claire, Duncan or JP about the instrument, and walk away maybe just with a list of music teachers that we can provide in the area. It's not just about what you do today, it's about the whole journey and what you can do later on.
And so you mentioned, you have a list of music teachers locally that you can help people with, but if you go beyond that, you actually run some classes here, don't you?
Oh, we do. It's called the String Project. It's on Saturday mornings. It's for children between 5 and 10. In term time, it is by a wonderfully experienced teacher and violinist herself, Barbara O'Reilly. Yeah, it's beautiful. And what they do is at the end of the academic year and just before Christmas, they do a little recital on the stage.
And so you've got these rooms here that they use Saturday mornings. Obviously, you have the recitals some evenings, but you're really making a push and an effort to get maybe a bit more community engagement in the store as well. What sort of things do you have in mind there?
So very soon we have Fox Park Pillai, which is a choir. Harvey Brough has honoured us by saying he'll do a choir workshop next Saturday, the 18th of April at 2:30, and you can come, sign up and have a sing-along and see how you get on and join the choir if you want to. But yeah, the community around here is so lovely and they do so much for music, and we have this space that can be used to really enrich people's lives with just a community, meeting people.
So if you're a music group out there, or a would-be music group, and maybe looking to put some roots down and try some out, then there are rooms here that you can contact Nichola to come and explore and maybe use.
And we also, at the moment, are trying to do other different events. So we have a restring day every 3 months where you could come in with your guitar and get it restrung for free. And also we have another exciting event with Paul Harris on the 26th of April, which is a woodwind masterclass, which is very exciting. If you know Paul Harris, if you play woodwind, you know what we're talking about.
So we've talked about new instruments, we've talked about maybe renting instruments or just coming and trying some in the practice rooms here. But if you've got an instrument that maybe needs a little bit of TLC, Presto can help with that as well.
We certainly can. So we have 3 guys that help with instrument repairs. We are very lucky to have a very experienced woodwind technician called Alex Preston, who will help you with a service of any woodwind instrument to make it the best working condition, or repair it, or even just an emergency repair if you've got a recital. I heard a couple of years ago that Michael Bublé was at Warwick Castle and a band member had a saxophone that needed emergency repair for that evening, and he turned it around in 4 hours and gave 2 tickets for the Golden Circle. But it just goes to show, if you have a repair, pop in, give us a call. He will see what he can do, because we understand that sometimes the event's happening tomorrow, you can't really book it in. It does make a big difference.
And obviously you've got a couple of Michael Bublé tickets to throw in as well. That always helps.
And then we have Rowan, who is our guitar specialist. He plays in the band, he loves guitars, he gets excited about seeing guitars that he can repair, but he's also going on a new guitar course as well, so he'll know how to do fretwork, which is quite important to anybody.
So no need to fret over that, if I can just say that.
Yes. And it doesn't stop there. We've also got JP, who is our brass string specialist, who will get your violin restrung and set up, or just your brass instrument cleaned and serviced. So we do so much with that, because I think the big thing is, when you walk in here, it's not about what we do that day. It's about the whole journey of that instrument. Will help you take care of it as well. And the mission and the vision of the company is to enrich lives through music. And if that means that you are consuming music or making it yourself, we want to be part of it, really.
So if someone's listening now and they're going, you know what, I'd love to play the saxophone or learn the guitar, or maybe I've got a sibling or a child that would love to learn the violin or whatever, or I've got an instrument that's been kicking around for ages, I want to get that back in service. Yeah, what's the best way for them to find out more and get started?
Well, firstly, well done. Because one thing I would say after speaking to every person who comes in the door, if I say to them, what do you play? They go, oh, I used to play. I used to play the piano. I used to play the flute. I haven't played it for 20 years. You still play it, you just haven't had time. So well done for getting out there and doing it again. Once you walk in, you can either walk into the shop and just have a chat and we can see what we could do, or you can book online. You're never too old, you're never too young. As I said, I've seen 4-year-olds start the violin. I've seen a 10-year-old do a guitar. I have seen a woman who was 78 wanting an electric violin with headphones because she wants to play it in her new digs. We had a really funny lady come in last year. She was renting a saxophone, but she had to bring it back because her dog kept barking. The dog did not like the saxophone, so she went to her instead with a guitar.
So whether you're just starting out afresh at whatever age, or whether you're maybe restarting an interest in music, or just wanting to explore and experiment, then Presto is here. When I was getting my thoughts together for this recording, the website shows all these impressive statistics about the stock they have and the access to all of these amazing things. But what's come across today is the enthusiasm and the expertise that the people have. They have all of these specialists in different instruments who clearly all have a passion for what they do. And if I may say this, Nichola, you feel a bit like the conductor at the front of the specialist, and what you're there to do is to make sure that the result is the result that the people want. So it sounds an absolute dream team. Thank you so much for giving us some musical insight into that today. Hey, Presto.
Oh, thank you very much, and it's presto.com. But again, to come in, pop in and see us, that's all we want.